This is my ramble about black paint.
Kirk rambles about random stuff.
A few years ago, some scientists developed a new material called Vantablack. It's this really cool material that, when it's applied to other things, absorbs almost all of the light so that you can't even see the object itself. It makes it look almost like a black hole. The thing is it can't really be used for artistic reasons. It can't even really be used by lay people at all because it's really expensive and really difficult to apply. But a pretty famous artist by the name of Anish Kapoor started working with these scientists to be able to use it as an artistic material. When he did that, he also licensed it so that he would be the only artist who could use it as an artistic material. Now, whether you agree with that or not, a lot of other artists thought it was not cool for Anish Kapoor to do this. In fact, one artist named Stuart Semple decided to start developing his own super black paint. Stuart Semple was pretty smart by making it look like there was a beef between him and Anish Kapoor and getting a lot of publicity for his new black paint. In fact, I bought into it myself. I started looking at the new black, which is called Black 2.0, and I even went online and I bought some of it, like as soon as I read about it. Stuart Semple has also developed a new paint called Black 3.0. It's not available yet to most people, but I got onto the waiting list and have now received my Black 3.0. It's supposed to be even blacker than Black 2.0. And I've decided to try to show you how black they are. We also went and bought some really cheap black acrylic paint at Hobby Lobby. No, I bought this at Michael's. So my daughter is going to help me with this.
So we have 4 figurines. They're not all exactly the same, but pretty close.
Let's bring them over here. Okay.
And we're going to be painting one of them with Black 3.0, one of them with Black 2.0, and one of them with the cheapy black. Now, the other one we've decided to paint in all color just to see what that would look like.
Right.
Right now we are painting with the cheap black paint. So now I'm doing 2.0. Seems to separate, but it can mix back together. Still a lot thicker than just normal paint. So this is the Black 3.0. It's about the same, it's the same size as the Black 2.0 and comes in this nifty dandy little box here. Well, let's see. Now I feel like it's just filling in all the little gaps instead of actually just covering them with the color.
Okay, so Eleanor painted all of these and we waited a few days for these to dry, and then we changed back into the clothes that we were wearing before, and now we're going to take a look at them. So let's start with these. Like, Eleanor, this is the colored one.
Yeah, we were going to do a tabby cat, but I decided to do a rainbow cat because it needed more.
Okay.
More color.
But as you can see, very beautiful, very colorful. You can see all the details. Then here's the cheap black. What do you think about this one?
I think when you look at it by itself, it looks pretty black. I mean, you think of that as black, not gray or anything, but you can definitely see all the details, which in some cases can be good. It's easy to work with, and it has good coverage.
Yeah, okay. So then we skip to Black 2.0, and Eleanor, tell us a little bit about, I mean, let's first of all look at, it's pretty black.
It's pretty black. I mean, if you look at these two together, you can definitely see the difference. Now, you can still see all the designs, but definitely not as much as this. It was okay to work with. It's a little crumbly, but otherwise it was fine.
Okay, and then let's look finally at the Black 3.0. A little bit blacker than the Black 2.0?
It is. It's not that it's blacker, it's that you can see less of the designs, but when I was painting with it, I feel like it was less about how black it was and more about it was filling it in. It was so thick that all the wrinkles it just covered up and filled in. it crumbled a lot and it was hard to work with.
Yeah, so now here's the thing to look at with both the Black 2.0 and the Black 3.0, something that you mentioned, is that it's crumbly. If you look at this and you kind of just dust the side of it, you can see little bits of the paint, the pigment come off. So it's almost like you're coating it in a black coating.
Yeah, it's chalky and crumbly and it's not easy to work with, definitely.
Yeah. Would you use Black 2.0 or Black 3.0 for a project?
I feel like it would be really cool to be like, this is the blackest black and it was painted with the blackest black. I feel like it would be a lot easier to use on a 2D painting rather than a 3D model, but it definitely is very cool to look at and it is kind of rewarding.
So I really wanted to like Black 2.0 and Black 3.0. I really like the story of it. I like the idea of a young rebel going against the establishment. And it's really easy to think of Anish Kapoor as the rich artist who's keeping Vantablack from everybody else. I also really like Stuart Semple. I watch him a little bit on YouTube and he seems really likable. But the truth is, Anish Kapoor is kind of a cool artist. He's the person behind the Cloud Gate in Chicago. You probably think of it as the Bean. And he's done some really cool stuff. And he kind of deserves, if he's going to do some work, to get a little bit of credit for it. Plus, Stuart Semple is kind of using the fight between the two of them to sell paint. Truth be told, you're not going to use Black 2.0 or Black 3.0 for much painting. They're kind of gimmicky. They have a weird texture to them and they don't work well with other paints. But if you want to do some cool stuff with a really, really dark black, they're fun. They're interesting. They're just not quite there yet if you really want to do cool art with really deep black. And that is my ramble about black paint.
Kirk rambles about random